Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all okay, happy, healthy, safe wherever you are in the world. Today's video is very requested and it is a talk through glute workout. So I'm going to film a glute workout for you, the one pretty much that I've been doing throughout isolation at home. Very staple exercises, very important to understand that the basics and the staple exercises are needed. So something I quickly wanted to touch on before I dive into the video is on Instagram at the moment, there's a lot of workouts happening of new people doing workouts. I think people feel like posting workouts is like a really easy thing to do. And what I've noticed is a lot of these exercises are not beneficial and they probably will do more harm than good to you. So for example, if you're doing like a backward lunge into a bicep curl into a shoulder press, coming up and doing a squat jump thing, yeah, okay, functional, cool, but if they're saying it's for a glute workout, no, like that's not a leg or glute exercise. And I think it's been really hard in isolation because people don't really know where to go to, and I have, like I said, pretty much done the same all-around glute workout. You'll notice on my Instagram, I'll pop it here, that a lot of my glute workouts have the same exercises in, but they're slightly different. So I'll do a reverse lunge, sometimes I'll do a suitcase lunge with one kettlebell, sometimes I'll do a reverse lunge with two, sometimes I'll do a deficit lunge. So lunge is always in there, a squat movement is in there, a hip extension movement, a hip hinge movement is always in there, and they're slightly different, but the exercises that I do are always recognizable, so you'll know what I'm doing because that shit works. So I think it's important to understand that even though they're the basic exercises, they're staple. Never ever replace those exercises because you know they work. Maybe it's harder because you're getting a bit bored of certain things you're doing at home, but that's why I think it's important that you have something like this workout to follow along with that you can do until we are back in the gym. This is a brilliant workout. You have your hip hinge movements. So we have some RDLs, we have, what else have we got? We've got hip extension movements, so we've got hip thrusts, we've got some squatting movements, we have some stretcher exercises, so we have some reverse lunges, and it's just a really, really good workout. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna film the workout for you, and I'm also gonna do a voiceover of the exercises so I can give you some cues and some tips as we go along. Without further ado, let's dive into the workout. Starting off today's session with a little bit of glute activation. My camera actually died, but I did do approximately 5 to 10 minutes of glute activation. I did fire hydrants, Supermans, knee banded glute bridges with the idea of warming up the glutes, mind to muscle connection, getting them ready for the session. And it's important to note, glute activation isn't there to annihilate the glutes. It's there to get them ready for the session that you're about to do. Exercise number 1 today is dumbbell knee banded glute bridges. If you don't have a dumbbell, please use a kettlebell. If you've no weight at all, obviously just do it with a band. Now, I found hitting a higher rep range much more beneficial at home purely because this weight is only 20 kilograms and I'm used to lifting above 200 kilograms, so it is different. Obviously, it's a complete normal hip thrust. The bench I've got there is from Amazon. I'm squeezing the glutes. I'm pushing through the heels. My shins are perpendicular. Everything is the same as a barbell hip thrust. I'm keeping that chin tucked, that gaze forward, posterior tilt. It's just a different movement because you're increasing the volume, but obviously the weight has dropped quite significantly, but this is a must in a home glute workout. Moving in to a banded dumbbell suitcase lunge. Now this is a reverse lunge and I've added a band for more resistance. As you can see, I'm taking a very wide step back. Your lunge is a stretcher exercise. It has the biggest range of motion, and when you are doing reverse lunges at a wider stance, you're going to hit the glutes more. What I'm showing you here is actually how I set up the exercise. So you stand on the band with the opposite leg, and what I want you to focus on is really pushing through that back leg and controlling the movement. It's not a movement to be rushed, but I feel like a lunge is a complete basic and staple exercise. Your third exercise today is a step up, ideally with a weight if you have one. If you struggle using a weight, please just don't use one at all. I know it can feel quite unbalanced. I'm going to pop a study on the screen that shows that step ups have the highest level of glute activation, and this was really interesting to me because I've always thought it is the hip thrust to be the best exercise for the glutes, but I think at home, even if you don't have the heaviest weights, a step up is a fantastic exercise for the glutes. A top tip, so the leg that I have on the bench there, you'll see that I lean forward slightly and I'm barely trying to push off the leg that's on the floor. This is so the exercise is going through the glutes, and I am using the glutes more so than the quads. Yes, you'll feel it in your quads, but hopefully not as much if you really think about leaning forward and pushing on that front leg heel. Your hip hinge exercise is your Romanian deadlift. I think this is a complete basic staple exercise. It's a hip hinge movement. You're pushing back. I always imagine there's a wall behind me that my bum will touch, and you're just doing that movement where you slightly bend your knee, and both of the weights, the kettlebell and the dumbbell here, are both 20 kilograms. That is why I'm using them. Your last exercise is a superset. We have dumbbell knee banded glute bridges into lateral band walks. So again, we have a hip extension exercise where we're using the band to place double duty on the glutes, using a dumbbell also obviously to increase the resistance. With the glute bridge, I always adopt a wider stance and flare my feet out to hit my glute max a little bit more, and I just find this more beneficial. Straight away, we go into 40 reps of lateral band walks. So this is our pumper exercise for today's session, finishing off with high rep work, filling the glutes with metabolites. Basically, this is where your glutes get filled with blood, and you really feel the stress on the glutes. You can really feel the glutes working, and I love finishing my glute workouts with high banded rep work, and usually I will do 1 to 2 exercises. We are done and dusted. That was 60 minutes. That was a 60-minute session according to my watch, and it always takes a bit longer when I'm filming as well. That was incredible. I enjoyed that workout so much. I think that's important that you actually enjoy the workouts that you're doing, because I understand it's hard to work out at home. Isolation has been, it's hard, isn't it? And you guys completely understand where I'm coming from. I don't need to explain that, but I hope you've really enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more workouts on my page. I feel like it's important that you're getting really good quality workouts, and let me know what else you want to see on my channel. Have a wonderful evening, a great day, wherever you are in the world. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.